Hi everyone, I'm Liz, and welcome back to Elizabeth Ann Can Stitch for Flosstube episode 46. Welcome back for another Flosstube Sunday video. I'm very tired from this weekend, so you get pool hair with a headband, you know, to make it look like I tried, except that I'm telling you I didn't. This can't be how I start my video. Pajama comfy Liz coming in hot. Still with a tiny bit of a cough. It will not leave my body. It's like barely there, but it's like, you know, I still cough several times a day. Sorry, that's never gonna leave. But I'll continue to edit it out. Cheers. Okay, let's try this again. Hi, welcome back to another Sunday video. I hope you all had a great week. Mine was super boring and busy until Friday, which was my birthday. And so I took that day off of work. It was on a Friday, so I was like, yeah, I have to. It's a little bit harder to justify sometimes when it's like in the middle of the week, because you're like, what am I gonna do with one day off? But when it's on a Friday, you bet I'm taking it off. So yeah, I took a vacation day, and I don't know, I kept like not deciding what I wanted to do, and Rob's like, pick something, let's do something, you know? And so finally I was like, okay, I want to take a drive out to a barbecue spot called the Salt Lick, which if you're from Texas, you probably know. I used to go a ton in college because it was only about 15 minutes away from where I went to college. So anyways, yeah, so we drove out to the Salt Lick, and I did some Google map investigations and found 2 quilt shops that were on the way or nearish. So I decided, because I knew there were no cross stitch shops down there, unfortunately, but there were quilt stores. So anyways, yeah, so we just went and ate a lot of barbecue and did some quilt shopping, quilt fabric shopping, and it was really fun. It was really fun. And then yesterday, on Saturday, we had a little birthday pool party here at my house for me and my sister. So my sister Sarah, who she was in one video over Christmas with all my sisters. And Sarah and I are 3 years and 364 days apart. Her birthday is the day before mine on June 10th, and mine is June 11th. So we tend to, you know, do like a family celebration together. So yeah, so everybody came over yesterday, and we did snacks and drinks in the pool, and then had birthday cake and ordered pizza, and it was a lot of fun. And so then by the end of the evening, it was just me and Rob, and then Allison and her husband and their kids. And Charlie was, the 5-year-old was like, I want to make a video. Let's make a YouTube video. And I was like, okay, baby. And so I set up my tripod in here just like this. And he sat down, and I was like, okay, what do you want to say? And he's just like, I don't know. Anyways, I took some clips out of that and put it in because it was really funny. But yeah, this is Charlie's YouTube video.
And Aunt Liz, ask how old I am. How
old are you, Charlie?
10.
No. How old are you, Andy?
6. I'm 11. I'm 6.
You are not.
I'm Charlie. I'm Andy. I like lions. I like giraffes.
Yeah.
Giraffes? Ask you get a cross stitch.
You want a cross stitch? Here. There's a cross stitch in here.
And we just went swimming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So what did we do for my birthday? Andy, you want to help your brother tell everybody?
We said happy birthday to Aunt Liz.
Yeah, and to Aunt Sarah.
Yeah, and Aunt Sarah. See? I'm taking a video, Andy.
how old are you really?
6.
No.
4.
5.
And 3.
And 3. Good job. Andy, what do you want to tell everyone?
Hi. What are you doing today, people?
Yeah. You say, hi, how was your weekend? How's everybody doing?
What's everybody doing today? Did you guys go swimming? Yeah, say hi to Mommy.
Hi. So, what do you know about cross stitch?
I don't know how to cross stitch.
Does Aunt Liz know how to cross stitch?
Yes, can I have the video?
Or does Aunt Liz secretly have someone else do all her cross stitch?
Aunt Liz does it. Can I hold it?
Is this the expose where we show that she's a fraud?
Mike, can I hold it? This is Rob's office. Andy, I'm trying to show them. And then our house. Say hi to Daddy.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Don't worry, I'll edit you out.
I got the man. Is that Liz?
Hi, they know me.
And I'll show you the pool.
Okay, come on. Whose pool is that? What are we doing? Just take
That's Aunt Liz's pool. Rob, say hi.
Hi.
Are you all done? You want to turn it off?
No, the video is still going.
Okay.
It's going to be a long show.
Hi. Okay, bye. Yeah, it was a great birthday. I had a lot of fun. So, thank you all of you for the well wishes. I got so many messages, email and on YouTube and through Instagram, and I so appreciate it. It was really, really nice. Thank you. It's overwhelming, Dap. I mean, I know I mentioned it was my birthday. I talked about it. But it's just still sometimes overwhelming to think about how many people know me through this now, you know, who sit down and watch my videos and think of me. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm just very excited this weekend. It was a really, really nice weekend. So yay. And it's starting to kind of feel like, I don't know, I don't want to jinx it, but kind of like we're back in the real world. I have a date that I have to go back to work. But at least it's like half and half for, I don't know, the foreseeable future. So yeah, I don't know. Welcome back to the real world, maybe. Okay, so let's get into the cross stitch and the sewing and the whatnot and the crafty goodness of it all, because that was a long intro. Thanks for sticking with me. I want to start with a previous finish because I don't have an FFO to show you guys this week. I did some starting and not some finishing. So let's start with a previous finish, and one I meant to include in last week's video, but I'll share it now. And that is my June wordplay. Oops, this is on there a little crooked. There you go. This is With Thy Needle and Thread, June wordplay. And I stitched this on 36 count, picture this plus, oof, what color was this? It wasn't sand, it wasn't legacy. It was one of their, you know, darker mottled browns, like medium brown, like, you know, tan browns. I cannot think of the color of this, to be honest. But I thought I would talk about, I haven't shown this finish in a while because, well, the plan is to stitch them all, but I only have 3 completed. And so June is one of them. This is the very first one I stitched back last year. Last May I stitched this. And I did change some colors. You can see I stitched strawberry pie and pink. I don't remember if the June was called for in red or not, but I did switch just a few little things. Otherwise, mostly as called for. I love this one so much. I think it's so cute. And so for the finishing of this, I'll just take it off here and show you. So I use mat board and create just like a fabric backing, and then I do a piece of batting around a mat board, and then wrap my cross stitch around and mount it this way. And then on the back there's nothing because you won't see it except for a super strong magnet, and then that way it just sits on the tin like this. And so I found this tin at Hobby Lobby, and I'm almost positive it's been clearanced, and I just saw, I think, Priscilla talking about it on Instagram. So good luck. I'm not sure if these exist anymore, but this was called Table Decor. I'll show you the number if you want to screenshot it. And it's just like a little metal storage tin, and I thought it was perfect for displaying my word plays, and then also, oops, this one is super magneted in there, and then storing all of my word plays. So I only have 3 done, and I'll show you the other 2. This one is December's, and I know this one was on 36 count sand by Picture This Plus. I'm stitching them all on 36 count Picture This Plus, so they come out to the exact same size, or as close to it as possible. And then this was my most recent finish for Valentine's Day. I mean, sorry, for February. I was just reading Valentine's on there. And all of these have some color changes to them. Not much. It's pretty true to her called for, but I did change a few things. So anyways, that is my previous finish, and will continue to be ongoing finishes as I work on more of these of my Brenda Gervais word plays. Okay, actually, I lied earlier. I have an FFO. I don't know why I don't consider my sewing projects FFOs, but I got it. So I told you guys last week that I kept seeing flea market project bags made with Lori Holt flea market fabrics, and I needed one, so I made one, and here it is. I love this so much. This is absolutely my new favorite bag. This is the Lori Holt flea market cheater print inside here with one of the coordinating reds as the backing and the binding and the zipper. And I used kind of a pink zipper that matched the pink flowers in here. I tied just a little scrap of fabric as a zipper pull, just something I like to do when I don't have zipper pull options, which I don't just have laying around. That is one craft supply I lack. I did some quilting. Oh gosh, sorry, the vinyl is glaring. Did some quilting on the inside of the bag. I added my tag. I added my little tag on there. I always get questions when I show these tags, so I will say I ordered them on Etsy, but I designed them myself. So I created the little graphic design logo, and then I sent it to a store on Etsy who did custom printed twill tape. So this is twill tape. I know there are stores on Etsy that have like templates where you can just like insert your name and they'll print you these kind of custom labels, but this one I did design myself, so it doesn't exist anywhere. But yes, look on Etsy for custom printed twill tape or custom printed twill tape labels, something like that, and you'll find stores that do this. I followed, of course, my own project bag tutorial, which I had to go back and watch because I forgot my measurements, and so I needed to see my little pop-up screenshot to make sure I was making it the right size, because I know that's the size I like. So I was like, what did I cut again? And yeah, so that is my new project bag, and I am putting my new birthday start in there, which I'll show you in a minute. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my whips. I only had 3 this week, and the first one was the Blue Flower Tudor Bee. I made a lot of progress on this at the start of the week, and I love it. I shared this one on Instagram. I think everyone loves this chart. So many people are stitching it. It's so gorgeous. Yeah, I am obsessed with that bee and the little paisley print on the bottom of the bee. I just have to finish the other wing and then I'll be done with that bee. Oh, I love it. I am stitching this one on 40 count lentil by Color and Cotton with all of the called for NPI silks. And I got the finishing pack from Wendy at the Tinsmith's Wife. So I have the velveteen and the chenille. So I'm gonna finish it exactly like Janine did into this little cushion. And I can't wait. So this one will be a finish, I'm hoping, sometime in the next few weeks. Just have to find time to work on everything. Okay, and then earlier in the week, maybe Monday or Tuesday, I got a package in the mail, and sometimes when you get something in the mail and it's kitted up, you're just like, well, I'm starting this right now. You know, there's just some things that come in the mail and you're in the right mood and you're just like, it's happening. Like I have been, ever since Liz Mathews released her new charts a few weeks ago, I have been so obsessed with this 4th day of Christmas. Here's the overall pattern. I am doing the tree. Oh, the tree. I love this design. I love the little tiny music notes. I love the song. I love the colors. It's Christmassy without being over the top Christmas, but it's just like, it's just classy Christmas, right? It's gorgeous. Yeah, love it. And I think this is, okay, so I have a lot of Liz Mathews charts, but I think this is the first one I've ever started, like the first one I'm stitching. So I'm very excited. I had to start it immediately. I got a small start. And yeah, let me show you. Here is my little start. Started at the bottom. I've never stitched one of these trees before, so I think I'm just stitching bottom to top on this one. Yeah, next step is to start putting in the big blue bird that goes right here. I'm so excited. I am stitching this on 40 count fog by Picture This Plus, and obviously I have not cut down my fabric yet. This is the full fat quarter. I just really like the way the colors pop on this. So yeah, 40 count fog. And then I am using the DMC conversion on the chart. And it did say in the chart that the tree was stitched with the DMC conversion, and I just love the look of it. So I emailed Wendy at Tinsmith's Wife and was like, whenever you get your order of Liz Mathews charts, can I have this one kitted up with the DMC? And so it showed up, and I knew I already had the fog, the fabric. So it showed up with the chart and all the DMC tucked inside the package. And I was like, yeah, I'm starting it. I'm starting it. I have no willpower sometimes. So that's how I ended up with 2 new starts this week instead of just 1 for my birthday. Yeah, what else do I have to say about this one? I don't think anything. Let's talk about my birthday start. Okay, so my birthday start comes from Souvenirs of Summer by Blackbird Designs. And I started Summer Jubilee, which is this one that you've probably all seen. Let me see if I can find the bigger picture real quick. Here it is. Is that in focus? Yeah, okay. I just like held this up in front of my face and was like, can you see it? Can you see it? Probably not. Had to quick make sure there was nothing. No, it's just the conversion chart. Anyways, here's my start. Let me hold it back a little bit. I feel like that border is washing out, but I swear it's there. So I am stitching this on 40 count 18th Century Blackbird by R&R. I got this at Kitten Stitcher a while back and just had it in my stash. And when I got this book, I knew I wanted to do Summer Jubilee, and I was like, oh my gosh, it calls for 18th century Blackbird. I never have the called for, but I did. I think the original was on 30 or 32, but I'm doing mine on 40. And I just worked on this on Friday and Saturday and got a couple of the flowers in and started some of my numbers. I am using mostly called for. Let me grab my floss. So first off, I'm finally using my fancy little thread drop. Look how cute. It's like a little pin cushion and thimble. There's a lot of reflection on it, but so cute. So I changed the white, which is very off-white and creamy in the model photo. It called for flax by Gentle Art. And first, I don't have any flax. I thought I did. I don't. So I couldn't even really compare it to anything. But then I kind of looking online, I'm part of the Blackbird, Fans of Blackbird Designs Facebook group. And a lot of people have been working on this one. And a lot of people had shown pictures of the flax and their substitutions. And I just preferred the ones without flax. The flax is super yellow, and I wanted more of a white. So I didn't go stark white. I chose Oatmeal by Gentle Art, which is very off-white with a tiny like tinge of brown, I would say, you know. It's looking very stark white here. But anyways, Oatmeal is what I chose for my white. And then the only other color I've changed, and I haven't used it yet, so I guess I shouldn't say that I'm 100% sure that I'm sticking with it, but instead of pomegranate, I have it handy because I was playing with these on Friday night before I started it. So pomegranate is the called for, and it is very hot pink red. And I decided I wanted it slightly less pink, but still similar. So I chose Licorice Red by Classic Color Works. So they're very similar, right? But this is just a little bit more pink. So I think I'm gonna try the Licorice Red and see how I like it. And if I don't, then I'll just switch it back out to pomegranate. Because, you know, who am I to change Blackbird colors, right? But this chart was from a long time ago. You know, colors have slightly changed, so I am playing around with it. But yeah, those are the two color subs I've made so far. Everything else is as called for. Okay, so those are my cross stitch whips. And then my only quilt update, because I still have a little bit of secret sewing going on. But I want to share one last final look at my king size quilt that I made for my bed. And then I swear I'll stop talking about it. I feel like I talk about this every week. It was done. It was completely finished last week. I think I shared a little like sneak peek of it on my bed. But I didn't have anyone to help Rob hold it up because it's huge so that I could get like a full picture of it in video. And so yesterday at the pool party, I meant to do it before, but of course forgot. And so yesterday evening, like as the sun's, you know, starting to go down and we'd eaten our pizza and everything, I was like, wait, hold on, before y'all leave, like somebody come help Rob hold up this quilt. And so my brother-in-law helped him, and I was taking photos of it, and my sister was behind them taking a photo of behind the scenes, which I'll also put in here, which was hilarious. So I finally have the fully finished full view of the quilt to share with you all, and I just absolutely love it. I will put all of the details of the fabric and pattern and everything in the description box below if you want more information on what I used for the quilt. And yeah, that's my king size quilt. So yay, I am so happy that that is all done and shared with you guys. I'll have to put it on Instagram at some point because I'm just so proud of it. I love it so much. We sleep under it every night, and every night in the middle of the night when my big fat cat Birdie tries to climb onto my chest and steal all my breath, and I hear his tiny nails on my quilt, I wake up and I'm like, Birdie, I'm like, if you snag this quilt, which of course he's gonna do, and I'm sure he already has, and I just don't know about it yet, but you know, I just want this quilt to be beautiful and brand new forever, right? But unfortunately, I have cats that do not care. Whew. I'm in a fun mood today. Okay, let's talk about some haul because I went shopping. In-person shopping. Oh my goodness, it has been a while. So the first thing though came in the mail, and it was 3 Liz Mathews charts. So I showed you the first one, which was the 4th day of Christmas that I got with the floss. And then the other one I got is the butterfly cloche. So I think I mentioned to you guys 2 videos ago when I got back from my trip to Chicago that I had found 2 of these glass paperweights for cross stitch at House of Stitches in LaPorte. So I had to grab this chart, and then I saw on Liz Mathews' Instagram that she's planning on making a video all about this paperweight finish. So as soon as I see that video and what she recommends, I will be starting one of these butterflies to put inside a paperweight because this is just the coolest finish. And I had never even thought of or seen like a cross stitch paperweight type finish, and it's just genius. And what a great gift idea too. So anyways, yeah, I'm very excited. So Liz, as soon as you put up that video, I'll be watching and starting this. And then the other chart I got of hers is another new one. And this is My Home in the Garden, which is just so gorgeous. And she calls for Gloriana silks, which I've never stitched with, and I might need to. What am I whispering? I probably need to start this with Gloriana silks at some point. I love it. It's so gorgeous. So yeah, I got that one. Okay, so now let me talk to you about my weekend of quilt shopping. I actually went to 3 quilt shops, 2 on Friday with Rob, and then 1 yesterday, my local quilt shop, Honeybee, where my mom was doing some long arm quilting, which means I have to get her back on here because she has some beautiful new quilts all finished and ready to share. Well, she has to get the binding on. So maybe next week, Mom, you let me know when you're done binding those quilts. You got to come back. Oh, and you have some cross stitch to share. She finished a cute new cross stitch. I'll put my mom's Instagram in the description box if you want to go catch up with her. She posts pictures of her finished projects, but I also like to have her come on and sit with me and talk with me and share with all of you guys because it's fun. So anyways, hopefully in the next week or 2, I can get her to come back and share all those quilts. But I did go meet up with her and do a little bit of shopping yesterday. So I got 3 quilt shops in this weekend, which was so exciting. So at the first one, I'll go in order. All I got was fabric at this quilt shop, and I got several pieces. They had so much beautiful fabric. It was called A Quilter's Folly in South Austin on Brody. If you're local to Austin, Quilter's Folly. It was excellent shop. I wish it was closer to me. So I got this super cute strawberries. This is a Heather Ross, of course. I love Heather Ross. I'm just gonna make a crazy pile over here of this fabric because these weren't folded really. She kind of like rolled them. Anyways, I got this red floral. Obsessed. What is this one? Oh, I don't have the name on the selvage, but I think it was a Moda. Oh, it says 2008. Okay, well, I don't know. I don't know when this one's from. But anyways, a gorgeous red floral that I figured would be good for patriotic stuff. And then I got these strawberries because I can't resist strawberries and I love these. So, yep. I got this pink and white. Oh, this one is so cute. This is from Red, White, and Bloom by Kimberbell. And it is just this gorgeous blue floral. I love this one. And then, oh, this is so cute. This is a Moda, right? Let's see. This is a Feed Sacks True Blue by Moda. And it is this gorgeous navy with these big red flowers. And I love this. They also had like a really cute tin storage container with this print on that I was definitely looking at. But anyways, So cute. So that's the fabric I got from the first shop. And like none of these I have a plan for. It was just like fabric collection day, you know? I just was like, what do I like? Except at the second store, I actually did pick out fabrics for a project. So several videos ago, I showed you the backpacks that I made for my nephews out of the Pokemon fabric. And my sister and her daughters will be here in July, and her 4-year-old really wants a matching backpack, which of course, and I asked my sister, her mom, I was like, what does she want on it? And she told me like cars or planes. And so I found this amazing fabric. So this is the accent fabric, which is just red with little airplanes. And then the main fabric is like airport ground control or something. Look at all these planes and little like luggage carts, and oh my gosh. So this is what little Sophie's backpack is going to be made out of, with the red as an accent. So yeah, I can't wait. Sophie also, like, so my sister and her family, I know I've mentioned it before, live overseas in the Middle East in Dubai. And Sophie travels a lot. She flies a lot. So she loves airplanes. So she's very used to them. So it makes a lot of sense that she would want airplanes, and I love it. So that's what I'm gonna make her. And I'll have to do that over the next month and a half before they get here. Oh, and then the other thing, where did I get this? Oh, I got this at a Quilter's Folly. I forgot to mention it. I got this, this is actually called Bozal, but it's like Soft and Stable, by Annie Soft and Stable. And it's because, so I've had in my head for like, you know, a little while now that I really want to make myself like a retreat bag. I'm going to my first retreat. I'm hoping it won't be the last one. And I really want to make myself some sort of like bag to house all of my cross stitch projects and lamp and, you know, just all my stuff to like take with me into like the classroom or the venue or whatever. And I was looking at the bag patterns at a Quilter's Folly, and the one I wanted they didn't have in stock, but I was looking at like the supply list and stuff, and they all call for Soft and Stable, and I had never used it, or I've never used it, but I bought a yard of it, and yeah, I'm really excited to try it out. I have my walking foot for my machine. I think that's like a requirement. Yeah. Okay. Anybody out there who also makes bags? Because I have made several bags over the years. Like I showed you guys my weekender bag, my Amy Butler weekender bag that I quilted. But I've never like made like more complicated, like, well, the weekender bag is complicated, but I've never made a ton of those kind of bags. So I'm a little like rusty and out of practice. But my question is, does anyone have like a favorite go-to like travel tote bag, quilted bag pattern? If anyone has any suggestions for me, because I'm trying to narrow down. I've been looking at a lot of the by Annie patterns. I've been looking at Minky Kim's patterns. I think it's called So Illustrated, maybe, is her pattern line. They both have a lot of great bag patterns, but does anyone have like a favorite or a recommendation of like a retreat bag or like a tote bag of some sort that I should look at and get ideas for my bag, or to buy the pattern because I need a pattern. So anyways, that's like kind of a long shot, but if anyone has any great recommendations, please leave them in the comments or email them to me because I want to know. That's on my agenda for the next, well, for the summer, is to get some sort of retreat bag made. So yeah. Okay. And so then yesterday I went over to Honeybee Quilt Shop, which is my local quilt shop here in North Austin. And I just bought 2 fabrics, and I kind of have a feeling that I want my retreat bag out of one of these, or at least as an accent. I'm not sure though, because I don't have a pattern. So I kind of bought these with no purpose, but also I might have a purpose in mind. I don't know. They're both Rifle Paper Company fabrics, which is, I love Rifle Paper Company's fabrics. So this one is, I think, called Strawberry Fields, and it's just gorgeous. White background with all the little pretty corally and pink flowers. And then I bought 2 yards of this one. I think this is from the Primavera line. Let me make sure. Yeah, Primavera. And it's just like such a classic Rifle Paper Company print. I love it so much. I think I'm holding it upside down, aren't I? Oh, I love it so much. So I did buy 2 yards of this. Ooh. So anyways, I don't know. We'll see what my bag ends up looking like, but I bought some fabric options. And then I bought, so I love Ruby Star Society, and these were like $2 in the Notion section. It's just a little, so here's what mine looks like, the Mustang, and then it has Ruby Star Society and the designer who designed that Mustang. And it's just like a little metal, like a little tin case. And I thought it would be really cute to store needles or little supplies, maybe like needle threaders and stuff to put in my little retreat bag. I don't know. I just thought it was super cute. So I got this one. Okay, so that's what I have to share with you. That's what I made. That's what I bought. That's what I did last week. The only other thing I wanted to mention is that I feel like I've got a lot of milestones, like YouTube milestones converging at once. So I am climbing towards 10,000 subscribers, which is mind-blowing and wild and amazing, and thank you. And I also am approaching my 50th episode of Flosstube. I cannot believe I've made that many. I didn't know when I started that I was going to do this weekly. I just kind of fell into it and love doing it weekly. And also my 1-year anniversary of my very first Flosstube video. Again, how have I been doing this for a year? I can't believe it. It feels like just yesterday that I sat down to start doing this. I still feel like a brand new Flosstuber. So it's so funny. It's like sometimes people will reach out to me for like advice for starting their own and things like that. And I'm like, what do I know? I'm brand new, but I guess I'm not. I've been doing it for a year now. Anyways, but what I figured out is that my 50th episode will fall, I think, on July 11th. Yes. Wait, no, July 6th was like July 11th. Okay. So, and is July 4th. Yeah. So July 4th is a Sunday. So, that's the day before my 1-year anniversary, because my very first video went live on July 5th of 2020. And so I'll have a video, episode 49 will happen on July 4th, but then a week later after my 1-year anniversary will be episode 50. So I feel like episode 50 on July 11th will be my like big 1-year anniversary 50th episode. Like I need to plan something. So I have those thoughts in my head, trying to figure out something fun, but like I basically want to have a big party. So like maybe that means I need to do it live, because then we can all talk. Okay, I'm gonna have to think about this because I really want to do something fun. Yeah, okay. Just these are the thoughts in my head. I just figured that out before I sat down, because I was like, man, episode 46, when's the 50th? I know my 1-year anniversary is coming up. So I like did all the math and looked at the calendar and was like, it's all coming together at the same time. So how fun is that? I really need to plan something. Yeah. I'm sure you're like, I don't care. Yeah, that's what's in my head right now. And finding projects for all of this beautiful fabric I just bought. Thumbnail. So anyways, that's the show for this week. That's what I've got to share with you. The only other thing that I was going to mention that I am wanting to work on, I've got a lot of questions about stitching in hand. Lindy Stitches mentioned that I kind of gave her a bunch of tips when she was getting started stitching in hand a couple of months ago now. And I've had some questions come from that, and just from me showing off my stitching and stuff. People want to know how I stitch in hand. So I will recommend, there are videos out there. I think the housewives stitch the same way I do, because there are a couple different ways to stitch in hand using the sewing method. And I'm pretty sure that Priscilla and Chelsea, Chelsea, because Priscilla and Chelsea stitch actually different, but I'm pretty sure Chelsea and I stitch the same way. which is more up and down and then right to left. This probably doesn't make any sense if you don't stitch in hand and you don't care, it's fine. But anyways, they do have a video on that, but I will be making a video about, in particular, how I stitch and kind of the same, sharing the tips that I shared with Stephanie. Just, you know, for anyone who wants to give it a shot and think that's something they might be interested in. I know it's not for everyone. A lot of people love their frames and hoops and Q-snaps, and definitely stick with that. But if you are interested in trying it out, I will do a video, like a standalone video on that sometime soon. So just need to find time to film that amongst all the other things I want to do all of the time. I may have bought some quilt kits at like 1 o'clock last night when I couldn't sleep. So I am not lacking any crafty projects in this room except for zipper pulls. That's the supply I'm lacking. Okay, I think I'm getting silly, so it's time to end the video. I will see you guys next week. Bye.